So my mother and grandfather took turns unsolicited cutting my steak at our Sunday dinner this week. If anyone wanted to update where I am on the grown-up meter. Classic millennial. Millennials get a lot of flack, and usually without warrant, but to be fair to the critics, we were an entire generation of children who had no greater desire on this earth than to just get drenched in green slime on national television. They also say our generation has phone anxiety. You would too if one night in college, in the middle of the night, your mother called you, drunk, absolutely sobbing and repeatedly asking, "What are we going to do about Syria? What's this wheat business, Zero Dark Slurry? Like, what?" But I'm not one, I don't like to box people into their generations. Like, everyone's got a little something. For example, I'm grandpa-esque in that I love Werther's Originals and burying the trauma of Okinawa. And it's always older adults that are like fretting about the amount of screen time kids have. As if it wasn't also adults that were the ones that invented putting screens in gas station pumps so we could, get some outdated news and a list of frozen pizza deals in the 90 seconds we're standing there. I'd much rather watch Peppa Pig, to be honest. I know it's hard to tell from my outfit, but I've never really been on the pulse of fashion. This is pretty dressed up for me. Usually it's basketball shorts and a ratty old sweatshirt stained with iced coffee and my own tears. So I don't know if it's totally a generational thing, but what I'm seeing so far, what's in vogue, is Manson girl-like crop tops with like Victorian level puffy sleeves and like an ankle bracelet that spells out anxiety. So I really gotta get on that. I'm glad some things are changing though, because especially when it comes to parents and punishment. And I grew up in a household where my parents had the same motto as Outback Steakhouse: no rules, just right. So I've never been one to know for discipline, but I know what's good and what's bad overall. And, it's always the kids that were spanked. And brace yourself, spanking is a form of hitting. It might be the exact definition of it. And they're always like, "Yeah, my dad spanked me, and I can't look him in the eye anymore, but it was with the paddle he got from his fraternity brothers who he loved more than us, but like, what of it? I turned out fine." I remember in middle school I had this teacher, and on day one she said she had her eyeliner and eyeshadow tattooed on because she quote unquote cries a lot. And that's when I got the sneaking suspicion I did not have to respect my elders. Like, keep that to yourself, and you don't need purple eyeshadow permanently tattooed on your body. She gave me a D. I'm also just terrible at math. But where I really see the generational differences is online. Being on Nextdoor, the app, is anyone on Nextdoor? Yeah. Being on that app really makes me appreciate the earlier, quieter years of Ted Kaczynski. So I was going to end on that, so Unabomber was maybe a little too soon.